Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wizards Outlook. Got Raymond Lyons, Wilson Tarpe Jr. The Wizards beat the Magic tonight, 127 to 110 to complete a season series sweep. Ray, are you surprised that we're saying that? You sure that there was a team that they did in fact sweep?
It
That
is
is,
it,
go ahead.
it's a little disappointing that it's a shock that this is the case, but here we are, man.
Hey man, you gotta. It still counts as an accomplishment, or it just counts. Period. Right? Not an accomplishment, but it happened, so we have to acknowledge that it did, in fact, happen. Before we ask you what you thought of tonight's game, quick word from our folks over at Oz. The loyalty program. We're excited to get to know you better. When you join our free loyalty program, get $5 off with sign up. Visit uzanaz.com. Need to make me a visit very soon. All right, so in typical Wizards fashion, this game started where they had to fight back to overtake a team they shouldn't have been trailing. No, Orlando has been competitive, but at the same time, we also know what Orlando's kind of trying to do as well in terms of off season, the lottery, etc. Some of their key players they're either injured or on minute restrictions. There was no Wendell Carter tonight. We know how gifted bigs have fared against Washington's front line at this season. Varying bigs. We saw Vooch give problems last night. Wendell Carter is one of those guys with 6'10", 6'11", 260. The ability to step out and hit a jumper could have presented some problems tonight. Wasn't available. He had Mo Bamba out there. And look, man, just your thoughts on what Washington did to get this win tonight. Because what we've been talking about is that it's important that regardless how the season turned out, at the end of the season the right way, trying to stack as many wins as they can.
They played just enough defense to win. The game started out business as usual. Gave up 35 points in the first quarter to this Orlando team. No disrespect, but they're at the bottom of the standings for a reason. But in the second and third quarters, they kind of buckled down a little bit, held them to 21 and 23 points respectively, and that also kind of jump started their offense. We say it all the time. If you lead with your defense, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna put yourself in a good spot. Because even if you're not scoring, if you're stopping the other team from scoring, it doesn't hurt you that much. But then if the defense is able to kind of fuel your offense to get you going on those ends, it's a double-edged sword. And you're hitting on all cylinders. That's kind of what we saw tonight. Once they started getting stops, they started scoring. Porzingis, he kind of got it rolling. KCP, we saw Rui had some flashes. Man, and Satoransky, he had his paws all over this game without scoring a point. He had double digits in rebounds and assists. And that just kind of shows his impact. And also defensively as well, we always talk about his length and athleticism. He was able to disrupt some things out there. So it was overall it's a solid game, man. Like you said, it is an Orlando team missing some pieces and having guys, not at their full strength, but you still got to play the game with what you got, and the win is a win. I think Porzingis was pretty aggressive tonight. That's pretty much what we've been asking for him. But yeah, man, it's a good win all around. Guys making good decisions. Like guys looked like they were in tune and had some pep in their step. Gafford was huge off the bench. Just his energy. I think he pretty much really kind of got this thing rolling. With those hustle plays and energy plays on both ends. So yeah, man, there was contributions up and down the roster. 4 to 5 starters and double figures. Then Gaff off the bench was 17. Can't ask for much more than that, man. They got to get started a little faster. But other than that, man, it's a solid win.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. What's important is they got the job done. It wasn't stressful or overly dramatic late in the game because they took care of business. It was a big third quarter. They had for most of the fourth quarter, it was a huge fourth quarter as well. It was close to 40 points in the fourth. So, instead of a team putting up 40 on them, it was them putting up 40 on another team. And in a second half quarter. Yeah, I'm with you. I definitely love Porzingis' aggressiveness. KCP was everywhere. You know, we saw 1-2 dribble pull ups. Obviously, he had a three ball going, and defensively, he was exactly what you expect. Rui, again, I guess after every game, we're going to be at the same place. Just shoot more. Shoot more. I think today was like 15 attempts or whatever. That's cool, man, but shoot more. I think that's all we really want, man. Like, just shoot some more. It's okay. Like, man, he's so productive. Just go ahead. We've seen less productive people several times this year take shots they shouldn't be taking. You go ahead. I thought it was another solid night from Kispert. Not as obviously not as high in the point category, but doing the normal Corey Kispert thing, moving without the ball, chipping in here and there. Ish, you mentioned Gafford, Ish's energy. The two of them together. I know Gaff loves when Ish is in with them. It means he's getting the ball. That's the guard that if I find my way to the rim, whether it's a lob or if I got a small on me, the ball's coming inside. I don't got to worry about, hey, they don't see me. It's just legit looking for me when we're in there. Also, Anthony Gill, another productive night. Just want to give him credit for what he brings to the table. And again, if you only look at the box score, it's not going to look like a whole lot, man. But it's needed. That's how there's a couple times where he's keeping possessions alive on offensive glass. It matters, especially for a team that doesn't hit outside of literally their fives, doesn't hit the glass on a regular basis. And I'm with you. You mentioned Sato, big game, double, no points. Like you said, what more can you really ask for in that regard? All right, so gotta ask. You know what I'm getting to. You player of the game.
Yeah, I'm going Porzingis, man. He once he flipped the switch, he was unstoppable. We need to see this more often from him because I mean, if he plays like this, I'm not saying he got to get 35 every night, but just having a mindset of being aggressive and scoring the basketball, then that goes a long way, man. Because then teams got to adjust. And the more focus on him, the more opportunities other guys are going to have.
Yep, I'm with you. It wasn't a hard choice. X Factor, I just went with KCP. I know a lot of folks hope tonight you could have KCP or Gaff. It just felt like if you weren't talking about Porzingis, it was KCP's name heard on the broadcast most of the night. But go ahead. Who'd you have for X Factor?
Yeah, it was a toss up for me between him and Gaff, but I went KCP as well. I mean, he was just on it tonight, man. On both ends, like you said, had a couple key plays. The one play when he shot the gap and stole the pass, had the breakaway dunk. He just made some timely plays on both ends.
All right, so I guess we can agree to give Gaff Gaff and Saddle the honorable mention tonight because it was two big performances, and I was happy with how strong Gaff was finishing inside, especially when he had a smaller player on him. Like, yeah, no hook shots, anything on their head, sir, please, on a regular basis. Gonna try to give some time for some comments if you had nothing else to add. I know, they get a. I can't even say a couple days to themselves. They got some familiar folks coming back to the building on Friday. Know you're going to be in attendance. It's not just Luka. Spencer's coming back. Davies is coming back. I guess just ask some initial thoughts on that matchup come Friday.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. One guy has been just really just minding his business and and going about his work. The other guy has been throwing darts ever since he's left. And you would think the more productive one would feel the need to be more vocal about it, but that's neither here nor there. but yeah, man, it is going to be an interesting game. Luca's a lot to deal with, but I'm pretty sure Dinwiddie's going to be up for this one as well. Uh, yeah, man. Typically, uh, pride should kick in when you got old guys coming into your building, but
One should hope.
yeah, but but yeah, that's been a slight issue with this bunch lately. But we'll see, man. Hopefully the positive vibes from this one spill over.
Yeah, and if they don't, things could get ugly. So I hope Pride kicks in off, early on. Because Luke and company have been on one since, trades have been made. They've been a little different. They took the heck off once they moved some people out and brought some people in and whatnot. Got a comment from Kyle Johnson. Russ Porzingis and Bill might make some noise if they work out a deal for real. I don't see Russ returning here, sir, at all.
Yeah, that's enough. That's dead.
But again, appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate the comment, Kyle. We truly do. I don't see that happening at all. I mean, maybe, man, we don't have no idea what's about to happen. Like we talked about, like Kuz is here for at least another year. We don't know what's going to happen, man. A lot of this hinges on that one decision, and and how soon they get that decision too. Whether it's good or bad, you want to know as early as possible, because that can affect. It affects so much. It affects every facet of the offseason.
Yeah,
The draft, free agency, etc. Like you need to know, because with him here, might be looking a certain way in the draft. With him not being here, you're definitely looking a different way in the draft. So big piece, big decisions and whatnot. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you guys Friday night after Washington takes on Dallas. Then we'll see you again this weekend. They're on the road to take on Boston on Sunday. So, all right, Kyle, I got you. You say why not? They talked about Wall coming back. I'm just saying, hey, look, man, anything's possible. That's what I can't. What I can't tell you is that it would never happen because I don't work there. But if it was me, I leave all that alone. Maybe like if I was gonna take a risk on the two of them, I'd probably roll the dice on John. I probably just want a natural table setter. But hey, we'll see. Like I have no idea, man. And again, like I don't know if you can even afford Russ because Russ in that contract is real. And if you keep number 3, that contract's y'all understand what he's about to be making. Like it gets again, that decision affects so many different things. But we appreciate it, Kyle. You have a good night, and we will see you guys very soon.